All right, we are recording and I'll share my screen. All right, and then I'm gonna just change the viewing so that when this recording is, everyone can see the slide. So I won't be able to see any of you, but Elsa's got you covered. All right, so throw any questions in the chat. I can't see the chat, but Elsa is an expert. Actually, she probably knows more about cooking than I do. Sorry, it was funny. Okay, all right, so there we go. Playing the slideshow. All right, so this is our intro to cooking with essential oils. All of our classes, our number one goal is that we want to help you and help families all over the world to be able to feel empowered and that you can make smart decisions and choices on how you're taking care of your health and finding natural options that are truly effective and that you will feel the difference within seconds. So we love talking about oils. We love helping people to get oils in their homes and being able to solve just really any problem that comes up in the home. Your oils are going to be a wonderful solution. So I'm going to go through this again. I got my timer on me right now. I'm going to go through very quickly. I know that there are some of you who have heard this and know these things, but I mean, I love to hear it all the time. But there are brand new people in here. So it's really important that we're educating them. Because if I just jumped in on cooking, you wouldn't really understand the value of doTERRA and why it's so essential that we're only using doTERRA oils. All right, so just a couple quick, really cool things about essential oils, doTERRA again specifically, is that they're going to be 100% natural and safe. Basically, your oils, if you're not familiar with essential oils, they are just extracts from living plants. It's everything that the plant uses to thrive and survive. And so we're extracting that oil and using it to our benefit. And the great thing is that our body knows and recognizes these natural substances and can completely 100% metabolize them. So we are getting just these amazing benefits. Like it's almost like fuel or food for our body when we are incorporating our essential oils into our routine. All of doTERRA oils are certified pure therapeutic grade. And that's really important because there's a lot of junk out there. Like right now, as the heightened awareness of our health and wellness is just happening, there's, I mean, I'm on Facebook a lot, and coming in through my news feed is all sorts of things I should be taking and doing and smelling and, all that stuff because they know this is heightened sense of awareness of our health and wellness. So, which is great. But the negative of that is that there's a lot of junk out there. So you do not want to take this class tonight and get all excited about cooking and then go buy some crappy TJ Maxx oil that's on the sale rack because the constituents in there and the product itself is going to be completely different. All right. There's no FDA regulation on essential oils right now. So there's a lot of junk out there. And the only requirement, like in this bottle of peppermint, if it only has 5% peppermint in it and they fill up the rest of it, like with a filler, like a fractionated coconut oil, they can say that that's 100% pure peppermint oil. So people will buy this. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? You think it's 100% pure, but it's not strictly peppermint. So what happens is people don't have good responses. It doesn't have the same effectiveness. It doesn't benefit our body. And like, you don't know what else is in there. So we don't want to be ingesting that. We definitely don't want to be cooking with that. It's something you don't want to mess around with. So make sure, like I said, with doTERRA, the reason why we love it and we talk about it with no hesitation is that they have just this wonderful transparency about their oils. Every oil has a little code on the bottom, and you can put this code in at a website called sourcetoyou.com, and it will tell you all the testing results of this oil. And every oil has been tested a minimum to 30 to 50 different third-party tests that happen to make sure that you have quality oils. These are considered medical grade essential oils, okay? So there's no messing around. So when you use something like peppermint, I got a brand new bottle today, so I'm going to crack it open. This is a great one that you will feel the impact very quickly, okay? They're going to be very effective, and I'm only using 1 drop right here. And again, with doTERRA, because of that potency, they're going to be extremely effective. So I already, just from that 1 drop, start to feel that my airways start to open up. I feel energized. It's been a long day and I've been working outside, and it feels good on my shoulders, and it releases that tension. It's cooling for the body. And I feel these effects instantly because we have this higher quality grade of essential oils. So they're going to be completely safe. And they're also going to be extremely effective. So again, because of their potency, they're going to work very quickly and very fast. Your oils, I'm so sorry, these dogs are driving me nuts, are going to be very effective and work very quickly with the body, because again, our body knows and recognizes these oils and what to do with them. So something like On Guard, this is a great oil that we'll also talk about for cooking. When you look at these oils and it says A, T, and I, A means aromatic, T means topical, and I means internal. So On Guard is one that we are using like crazy in the home right now. We have it in the diffuser. We apply it topically. We have these new earrings at Milligers. They're so fun. They have like little lava beads on them in leather that you can actually put your oils on, and then I can smell them all day long. So I put On Guard on there today. It was so fun. And that is just helping to support my immune system. And it's going to work very quickly. So if you've ever used On Guard, this is one that, like, if you start to feel a little tickle in your throat, you can gargle with this and it will work quickly and fast. It's going to be very effective against not only the bacteria that lives on the outside of your cell, but also it can attack the viruses that are living on the inside of our cell. So they're going to be extremely effective. And then they're very affordable. So sometimes people say to me, oh my gosh, those essential oils, I can't afford them. They're too expensive. I don't know why you use those. And it is, I'm not going to lie, it's an investment at first with your oils, but lavender, I think it's somewhere around $20 for a bottle of lavender. Okay. So when you look at this, it's this size and you're thinking, okay, $20. But a little bit goes a long way. So when you think about how many applications you're going to get, there's about 250 drops in that bottle, and you only need 1 to 2 drops per application for whatever it may be. And the great way that it saves you money is that you're not buying lavender just for one purpose in the home. You're going to have it for so many different things. We all know lavender to be calming for the emotions, but it's also very calming for the skin. So any kind of cuts, bumps, scrapes, bruises, if you're going to be using it in cooking, Elsa makes these wonderful like lavender lemon scones. My husband makes this really good honey. If we had this workshop at Milligers, he makes it for everyone who attends, and maybe we'll get to do that soon. But he makes this honey whiskey lavender lemonade, and it's honey whiskey and lemonade, and then just a couple drops of lavender in there, and it tastes wonderful.
Is there anything lavender can't do? Like, seriously, lavender can do everything.
It's like the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. It's a natural antihistamine. We love it. And it's one you want to have in the kitchen because, again, for any kind of burn, whether it's a curling iron burn or a burn on the stove or oven, whatever it is, it takes away that pain and swelling right away and begins the healing process. Any of your floral oils are going to be super powerful for healing skin. Yeah, lavender is amazing. So here, like I said, it's $20 for the bottle wholesale, but you're going to be using this for so many things in the home. So you can eliminate a whole bunch of junk that you may have purchased, and now you're getting to just use this bottle of lavender. So we've saved hundreds of dollars, and we're healthy. We stay healthy because we're incorporating our essential oils as part of our daily routine, and we're, knock on wood, we're staying healthy. All right, so here's a great example. So when people talk about what's cheaper, Your copaiba, this is great for pain, inflammation, stress, anxiety, calming for the emotions. This is even a great one for dogs. It is one that is safe to ingest also. We'll talk about ingestion in a little bit. But Tylenol is 13 cents per dose. Copaiba is 14 cents per dose, but it's going to work for so many different things. You don't have any liver damage and no side effects, and I can safely use this for everyone in the home. So I'm not worried about my children and what it's doing to their organs, and it's just going to help to support the body. All right, quickly.
I used Copaiba on Lucy the other night topically, so it also works topically as well as internally because her leg hurt. So that was a quick fix. So
yeah, it's a great one to just apply to the area of concern. So whether it's aches or pains, stiff joints, anything like that, copaiba, however you want to say it, works really, really well. The 3 ways that you're going to use your oils in the home is going to be aromatically is the number 1 way. So this is like putting it in a diffuser. A diffuser is something that most of our starter kits come with, and you'll put your water in there, just regular lukewarm water from the tap, and a couple drops, maybe 5 to 7 drops of your essential oils. So and it's like a crock pot for essential oils. So you can just set it and forget it. And it changes the mood instantly. So I love to use aromatic because it can really change the vibe in a room. So when we wake up in the morning, wild orange, peppermint together is a great one to get like motivated and get going. If you want to relax in the afternoon, I wish. You want to relax in the evening, you can do something very calming like lavender or serenity. Breathe is a great one to diffuse at night, especially if anyone has any kind of congestion or snoring issues. I find breathe to just be very relaxing for sleep. Okay, so, and it's also going to cleanse the air and purify the air. So when you have your diffuser going, it's more than just pretty smells. So you're going to, yes, feel different from smelling the oils, but it's actually cleaning and eliminating any airborne pathogens in the air. So you're going to get so many amazing benefits. And that's why I love just incorporating oils in a daily routine, because you're getting additional side benefits for everything that we talk about. Okay, all right. Where am I now? Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's some great ways. Like if you don't have a diffuser, you can be your own diffuser. So I'll put the oils in my hair. Obviously, we're wearing masks right now, and you can put some drops of oil right on the outside of your mask to help with so many different things, to help with breathing, like that breathe, this anxious in a mask is one of my favorites. So I'll put breathe on my mask, and adaptive is our basically calming blend for any kind of stress and anxiety. And for me, it's very hard. Like at work, we're all wearing a mask, pulling up, and I'm talking to people all the time. And it just makes me sad sometimes to have everybody in a mask, because I love to see smiles. I love to see people's expressions, and I'm very expressive. And so a lot of that seems to have been taken away from wearing a mask. So when I use adaptive and breathe, again, I'm smelling it aromatically, and it's helping me so much. So these are great ways. I mean, there's no right or wrong with your oils. It's really all about you and what you gravitate to and what helps. Everyone's body chemistry is different, and you can safely apply different oils that you like and change it up, right? Keep the body guessing. It's so much fun to not get stuck in a rut and using the same oils all the time. So change it up and use different ones, and it will kind of like, your brain will be like, ooh, what is this? Okay. Topically, so like Elsa talked about with the copaiba and applying it to her daughter's leg. Her daughter is, I think she's growing muy rapido, her 3-year-old, and Lucy has been just having growing pains in her legs. Excuse me. So like Deep Blue and copaiba have been her best friends through all of this, because it just helps to naturally kind of ease those aches and pains, but work with the body on a cellular level. So it's actually helping to repair any kind of muscle aches and pains or tendons or torn tissue, instead of just masking the issue and having her not feel anything. it's actually repairing the body. So you're going to be getting so many benefits when you're actually applying your oils topically. I always recommend a fractionated coconut oil. So a coconut oil is a great, it's a great way to help your oils to stretch. So they're going to spread better when you're using the coconut oil. So you don't have to use as much of your oil itself. So like 1 drop of deep blue in a little puddle of your coconut oil, and you can spread that like all over your entire back. So you only need 1 drop. And something like digestion, this is something basically everything from the mouth to the south, all right? So any kind of digestive upset, even nervousness or car sickness, this is a great one that you can apply like directly to the location. So this has been a lifesaver for us, especially on family vacations. What is that? Every time we're on a family vacation, there's 5 of us in our family, and there's somebody that's like, I'm not so good. And digestion is always with us, and it has saved us so many times. All right, now we're getting to the fun stuff. We're almost there, guys. So we're talking about internal. And again, we're only talking about doTERRA oils specifically on this because of their purity. You can enjoy your oils, specific ones internally, and we'll show you how to know which ones you can do and which ones not. But you're going to, again, get these amazing additional benefits of incorporating your oils into whether it be a beverage or a food, whatever it is. Something like lemon, this is a great cleanser. It's a gentle like detoxifier for the body. You can also diffuse it, and it's great for the home. So it's going to clean and purify the air. Also, I don't know if you can mute anybody, like you can see who's loud, but you hear that? Okay. Well, if you're not muted, you just mute yourself if you can, because then everyone can hear a little better. Okay. And then like frankincense, we'll use this aromatically, topically, internally. This is the king of essential oils, and it's used for everything. So it's going to help with calming stress and anxiety. It helps with overall cellular health and really promotes healthy cell replication. And it's great for anti-aging and wrinkles. And anything weird, like if you don't know what something is, or something on your leg or a spot or whatever, when in doubt, frank it out, all right? Just put that frankincense right on there. It's a game changer. So you can use your oils in water, in veggie cups, and then again, we're gonna move into cooking. All right, so how to know which oils are safe for internal use? You'll see on the side here, right on your bottle, the supplemental facts. So if it doesn't have supplemental facts listed on the side, that is one that you are not going to be using internally. When it has supplemental facts listed, right there it says supplemental facts, that means that it's safe to ingest, okay? Elsa, can you put mute on people?
Yeah, I am, but it keeps getting unmuted.
Okay.
Nobody unmute themselves.
All right. Woo, shoot. All right. So those are, like I said, the 3 cool things about essential oils. They're going to be safe. They're going to be effective. They're going to be affordable. And you can use them aromatically, topically, and internally. So, and just for fun in the chat, like if you guys had like an amazing win with an essential oil, like what was the one oil that you were like, oh my gosh, this changed my life? Like, what is it that your first like powerful experience with essential oils? A lot of times for people, it's like peppermint is one because it's super punchy and it can do so many different things. Or like lavender, like Elsa said, like that works for so many different things. And so throw it in the chat. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'd love to read those on like, what oil changed your life? What was your powerful experience? Because we learn so much from each other. So tell me your powerful experience. I'll give a prize for someone for doing that. All right, so now we're getting to the good stuff, okay? Why would we cook with essential oils? Obviously, we want to be able to add flavor. There's great internal benefits. So when we are using the oils, our body is benefiting depending on the oil itself, but like your citrus oils in general are going to be very gentle detoxifiers and cleansers for the body. They're going to help to clean out all those clogged up receptor sites and that toxic overload. It really cleans out the organs and gets everything functioning on a normal basis. And the less stress on our organs and our digestion, the better our body can really work on our immune support and have all the systems running efficiently. So when we're incorporating them, something as simple like I'll put a drop of lemon or wild orange into a glass, and it tastes good. It's energizing, it's cleansing, it makes me drink more water. And you're using safe, natural ingredients, okay? And it's very convenient. So a lot of times, especially if you're in Wisconsin like me, when you are using your oils, especially in the dead of winter, like I don't have the luxury of walking out into the garden and picking fresh cilantro or fresh mint or rosemary, whatever it is. You're going to have this convenience of having, I mean, we have a little row of our oils right in our kitchen. And they're going to be extremely potent. So like 1 drop of peppermint is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea, all right? So a little bit goes a long way, and it's going to be extremely effective. So when we talk about, is cooking with essential oils safe? Yes, okay, so again, cooking with doTERRA essential oils are safe because these have not been adulterated. There's nothing that's been added or taken away to those oils. So when you're looking at wild orange or grapefruit or lime, it is 100% pure wild orange and grapefruit and lime, all right? And so really, I mean, if you look back, I love teaching. I teach a class on essential oils of the Bible. Okay. We've been using essential oils since the beginning of time. So it's nothing new. What is really new is just the junk that is being marketed at different, at the gas station. Don't get that stuff. Okay. So these are high quality. And there are some oils that you would not be using internally. There's a short little list here. And again, your key is to just look at the side of the bottle, all right? If it says supplemental facts, it's safe to ingest. But these are ones that you would not be ingesting. So a few things to remember. We're going to talk about essential oils and heat. We're going to talk about the correct cookware to use and how to measure your essential oils, okay? So cooking with heat, if possible, add the essential oil at the end of the cooking process as the oils will evaporate from the heat. So if you're making a sauce, you can just put it in at the end, okay? Or even in my tea, I'll put a drop in at the end. So you don't lose that flavor. There's sometimes that you can't okay, so when I'm making my box of brownies, my cooking experience, and I'll put 4 drops of peppermint in there, it's not possible to put the peppermint in at the end, right? Because it wouldn't spread into the batter. So you can put it in, it's totally fine. It's just not going to be as punchy. So it's not going to be as strong, but you'll still have the flavor and it will still be great. But if you put it in at the end, the flavor will retain for a longer period of time. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. So the cookware, all right, you don't want to use any plastic cookware. And again, this goes the same for internal use of when you want to add wild orange or, lemon. Grapefruit is one of my favorites right now. I have a drop of grapefruit in my water every day because it also helps with metabolism. But you don't want to use any kind of plastic because the oils actually break down those phytochemicals in our body, that plastic buildup, and it will do the same with your plastic cookware or glassware, or not glassware, your whatever you're drinking out of, okay? So make sure it's glass, ceramic, stainless steel, something that it's not going to break down. Especially citrus, like lemon for sure is going to break down plastics. I've done it, put a drop in a styrofoam cup and I just saw it wow. So they're awesome. They work really well that way. Measurements, we always recommend like when you're first starting out, like a toothpick method. So especially for like potent oils. So something like lemon or lime or wild orange, even peppermint isn't so potent that you have to use a toothpick, but these oils are going to be much more potent. Especially basil. Oregano is a potent one, but it's so great in spaghetti sauce. So you can dip a toothpick in the oil itself and then stir it into your recipe, okay? Cassia, cinnamon, clove, those are all pretty punchy, and you want to dip it in like that. I always recommend, and we have some great sources for some really good recipes, and doTERRA has amazing blogs with all sorts of cooking recipes, and they put out a quarterly magazine that always has really good recipes in it too. So sometimes it will say like 1 to 2 drops of a certain oil, and I just put that on a spoon. So put the drops on the spoon and then mix it in. You don't want to just like dip it right into your salad, because some oils, as you may know, if you use oils already, drip out faster than others. So all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't mean to do 10 drops of lemon. So put your drops in a spoon first and make sure you've got the right amount, and then mix it in, okay? It's so fun. Don't be afraid of it. All right, so a great, this is like a flavor guide for cooking with essential oils. So your citruses, again, this is your wild orange, lemon, lime, grapefruit, green mandarin is one I've been using a lot. These are great to do in beverages, baked goods, yogurt, dips, salsas, super easy to incorporate. Anywhere like you would want some orange or some lemon, you can just replace it with the oil itself. So, and the great thing is that the oils, the citrus oils, are not acidic. They're actually they help to make the body more alkaline. And so there's no acidity that can upset the stomach in any way. So sometimes people like to use their oils as an alternative of adding citruses to different things, because the citric acid normally from the juice can affect people's heartburn and digestion, all sorts of things. So with the oil, you won't have that problem. And especially in summer, I mean, citrus beverages are great. So it can be, we love sparkling water, like a Perrier or Topo Chico is really fun. I'm a big advocate of Topo Chico. And it's like super sparkly water. We just have that on ice, and then just add a flavor, and it's super fun and easy. You can also do it to a cocktail. So if you're making vodka sparkling water, then just put some wild orange in there, or lemon. Something really fun that we've been doing is actually even putting the oil in an ice cube. So you can freeze your tray of ice cubes, and then when you fill it up, just put like a drop or 2 of lemon in there, or wild orange, and then you put it in your water or your beverage, whatever. So that is fun. Okay, it's easy to do. That's something I can do. I know for me, teaching this class is so funny because my husband does all the cooking, truth be known. All right, and then spices, okay? So your spices would be like black pepper, cassia, cinnamon, coriander, ginger. I love ginger. My husband uses this a ton in like Asian cooking. My kids love his Asian cooking. He even has like one of those rice cookers, so the rice is really good and fluffy. And he'll incorporate just the ginger oil itself. It tastes amazing. And fennel, okay? So these are ones that you can use to flavor your vegetables. Meat marinades work really well. Your sweet and savory dishes. Your herbs, of course, those are going to be things like thyme, oregano, basil, cilantro, rosemary. Rosemary is super easy to cook and incorporate. Again, I'll just buy some hummus at the grocery store. I've made my own. Actually, you can make your own hummus pretty easily. And then I just added a drop or 2 of rosemary and lemon to it, and it tastes delicious. It just kicks it up a notch and just makes it a little more special. But you can use your herbs for Italian dishes, meat marinades, soups, breads are really good, pastas. And again, a great substitute for dry herbs because your oils are going to be really potent and they're going to be very convenient because you already have them in your home because you're going to be using them for so many different things. Florals, probably the number one floral, of course, is lavender. And again, you're going to have this in your home because you're going to be using it for cuts, bumps, scrapes, bruises, seasonal allergies, trouble sleeping, anything calming for the emotions. And then here you can cook with it. So your desserts, teas, baked goods, geranium is another one that you can incorporate with cooking. And then mints, this is like your peppermint, of course. If you got a sample of peppermint from me, it's one of my favorite oils. Otherwise, spearmint is kind of peppermint's little sweet sister, I like to call her. So it's a mint, but it's a little bit more mild, a little bit sweeter. So again, if you were to make those brownies, you could easily incorporate spearmint instead of peppermint if you wanted it to be a little bit more mild. Ooh,
Spearmint and peppermint are good in anything chocolate. So
yeah,
beyond the brownies, like oh yeah, hot cocoa. Oh man,
pretty
fall is coming.
cocoa
Believe it or not.
You could add
orange are really good.
Yeah,
what?
wild orange and peppermint together in your brownies. That tastes amazing.
Oh, so good.
I love that.
Try it.
The only thing I can make are brownies. All right, so beverages. Here's a couple of just quick things, like your water, again, lemon, grapefruit, wild orange. Peppermint is a great one for just freshening the breath. And I'll put a little bit of peppermint actually in my water when we're on a hike or when I'm biking to help to like cool down the body. Cinnamon, I meant to put On Guard here, but cinnamon or On Guard, that On Guard oil that we talked about, your protective blend, it has cinnamon in it already. So I think it's a little bit more mild. Cinnamon, if you ever want to feel like you just had like Botox in your lips and have your lips swell up, cinnamon, I love in ice water, but my lips feel like, that's, I don't know what they do, but it's good. But On Guard would be a great option because it has rosemary and eucalyptus and wild orange and clove and cinnamon in it already. And then you can just put some honey and some hot water. And that's really great for a sore throat or when you feel that sickness starting to come on. Those are such heavy hitters because when you look in your resource book, those are all antiviral, antibacterial oils. So they will work fast with your body. And lime is another favorite of mine. It has great flavor and it has wonderful antioxidant support. Again, this is for me. This is keeping it simple. Okay, this is Kara's favorites. Guacamole, I could eat that all day long. And we'll add some cilantro oil and lime. You can even add black pepper oil to it, and it tastes great. You can do the same thing with your pico de gallo. You can do cilantro and lime and wild orange. Something I like to do with popcorn or even apples, you can soak your apples in On Guard. You can also I've done like lime and black pepper on our popcorn, just a couple, I make like the old fashioned in the popper, like we don't do the bags of popcorn that you put in the microwave. So you put it in the popper and then it has that fun little tray where the butter goes. And I just put those couple little drops of oil where the butter is. And then just as that melts, then just spread it all over the popcorn. It's really good.
A lot of people don't know about lime and popcorn, but it's really good. Lime and like a little bit of like peppery something.
Yeah.
Like a Tabasco or something is so good. And also I wanted to say, I love having cilantro and lime in the kitchen because how many times do you have fresh cilantro? I mean, it goes bad so fast.
I can't even grow it. I mean,
it's embarrassing to say that, but cilantro is very temperamental. So you get it for a little bit and then it's done. So it's those two are key. Lime, cilantro, and lemon are actually I have my little tray here of all of them. I don't know if you can see this. These are usually the ones Zoom is so hard. These are the ones I usually have in the kitchen, but it's mainly citruses. But those lime and cilantro and what do they say? Oh, well, lemon and lime. So
Yeah,
it
I
is.
have like a whole row of citruses because they work for everything. Beverages, again, like don't overthink it. So like we usually will do some juicing or a smoothie in the morning. And this is a ginger pear, a green smoothie. It's got spinach and pears, some yogurt, some almond butter, all of these nourishing things, and then 1 drop of ginger. And ginger is a great one. Of course, we know that this really works well and helps with digestion and helps to settle a stomach, but it also has super powerful antioxidant support. So when you just do that 1 drop in there, you may not think, like in America, we're so used to everything like being la, 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 right? We need so much extra strength. And it's not that way with your doTERRA oils. So 1 drop is going to be super beneficial for your body. And you can mask and hide stuff in smoothies for kids really well. So I'll do like a fruit smoothie or whatever, and then I'll just put a drop of On Guard in there. And it works really well because all those oils, again, are helping to support my children's immune system, and they don't even know it's in there. All right, some great oils to use for your marinades. I touched on a couple of these, but like basil, black pepper, cardamom, cilantro, fennel, ginger, your lemons and your limes. I love like teaming up your rosemary with a lemon or lime, or even wild orange, thyme. And these are not only going to flavor your foods, but especially all those herbs like thyme and marjoram, oregano, those are super antiviral for your body. And they're also working to be able to help with any kind of pain and inflammation. So marjoram, like when you see marjoram, I always think muscle. So any kind of muscle aches and pains, marjoram is a heavy hitter on that. All right, this is making me hungry. I haven't had supper yet. Did somebody make me some cinnamon apple cake? Looks pretty good. Again, this looks like, oh my gosh, it's super crazy big recipe, but all we're doing is adding 1 drop of your cinnamon bark oil to it, okay? So you can take a screenshot of this, or again, it will be recorded so that you can go back to this and see these, but just anywhere that you're cooking that you want to incorporate when it calls for cinnamon, use cinnamon, use your oil or use your lavender or your lemon, lemon sugar cookies or scones. You can just incorporate that way. What did you make? I think you made a lemon cardamom scone or something. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was right. I did add something. Yeah, it was like
Oh, that
something.
was so good.
It
Cardamom
was
is one
really
of
good.
my favorites. All
I
right.
forgot what I was just gonna say. I was just gonna say something. Oh yeah, how many times, like when you're doing Thanksgiving or Christmas baking, and you've got like that one recipe that calls for like pumpkin spice or cinnamon, and you go out and you buy the giant thing that's gonna sit there all year long till next season.
Next
You use it
year.
at one time.
Yeah.
So this is remember your oils when that comes into play, because you do not need to make another trip to the store, especially in this time.
Yeah, and especially like dried herbs. Like I remember when we first bought our house, and I was like, it was our first house, and we're like, oh, we need to have herbs, right? And we just went and bought they're expensive, and bought all the herbs that we thought we needed. And it's like, how old are these? Like how, I don't know. Couldn't find an expiration date on them. I don't know their effectiveness. It's great to do it this way.
Yeah,
So
they go bad, or dried herbs go bad pretty fast, because I mean, they do a long time, but comparatively, the thing that gives them the flavor of dried herbs is the essential oils. So when they get dusty, if you will, they're not going to have the potency. Just like fresh herbs are much more potent than dried herbs, that's the reason why, because they have those essential oils still in them. So not that you can't use dried herbs, but this is going to be a lot more potent and flavorful.
Yeah, so I like something like this. I love this Italian oregano bread dip. I mean, and again, you can throw rosemary in here, but it's just 1 to 3 drops, and just mix it up with that balsamic and olive oil. I do a ton of like salad dressings that way. I'll just do the Maris Greek oil and her balsamic from the farmer's market, and then just a couple drops of wild orange or lime. Again, lemon, any of those are really, really good and refreshing to put on your summer salads. Oh, speaking of salad, all right, here's a strawberry almond salad. And you've got some baby spinach, strawberries, almonds. I'm a cheese lover, so every single one of my salads has to have cheese in it. And then we're just adding 2 to 4 drops of the lime essential oil in this raspberry lime vinaigrette. So you mash up these raspberries, and then you add this remaining, the honey and the Dijon mustard and your lime essential oil. And then you toss that on your salad, and it tastes great. And again, you're getting such amazing, you just don't realize all the amazing benefits that your body is getting from these essential oils. A great seasoning that you can do 2 tablespoons of garlic salt, and then just add a drop of basil or thyme, marjoram, oregano, rosemary. You can even do a combination of, like, I'll make like a little 2-ounce little mason jar and put the seasoning salt in there, and then just do a couple drops of like rosemary and thyme for sure, I love, and then just mix it in, and then that is our seasoning for our different, like, especially when we're doing a lot of vegetables, or just, you know, sauteing your beans or mushrooms, whatever it is, and you can just throw that on there. It tastes amazing. And you can also
So
use
I have
yeah.
I have mine that, so when we do this class like in person, usually we make things like that. And I have one from the last class that we did, the little mason jar, the salt that you're talking about. And I forgot what was in there, but it's there's rosemary for sure. But I use that salt pretty much on everything. And I'm kind of going through withdrawals because it's almost gone. And so I have to, I don't know.
I'll find the recipe because that was really good.
Really
And
good. And you can make, okay, so quick, you can make those kind of salts with any, I mean, you can make your own rosemary. So I actually made rosemary sugar. So for sprinkling on top of baked goods, same thing, just put, just make a little container full of sugar and then a couple drops of rosemary, or maybe you want, I don't even know what else you would, lemon sugar? I don't.
yeah, here's my little, and the bottom here is your flavored sugar. So wild orange, tangerine, lemon, grapefruit.
Lemon would be good. I haven't tried that.
But rosemary sounds really good. Like I would.
And that, yeah, it was really, I just kind of thought about it. And then you can put a little dried sprig of rosemary on top and give it away as gifts. People love it. It's so yummy. So
yeah, you are the master at that for sure. That sweet and savory combo.
I love that stuff.
All right, so those are some recipes. I'm going to, if you didn't get this ebook from me, I'm going to email out. doTERRA has amazing ebooks, and they do have one called Cooking with Essential Oils, so you'll get that emailed to you. There is a great reference book. This is available at Milligers. It's $29.99. And it has a ton of information. Like, this is our essential oil Bible, but there is a huge cooking section right here, and it talks all about like tips for cooking with your oils. It gives you beverage recipes, it gives you bread recipes, muffins, breakfast items, what else, desserts. There's at least, I don't know, 10 or 15 pages here. Fermented foods, dressings, kombucha, main dishes. Oh man, there's more than that. Salads, sauces, and sorry, you can't see it, but sauces and seasonings. So there's a million different cooking ideas in this book itself. Plus, I mean, this has everything you need to know about your essential oils right here. So this is a little more in depth than the other book that we're going to talk about, but it is great. So these are going to be your 2 really great resources for recipes. So you want to start listing like your top kitchen goals, what you're looking for, or which oils really resonated with you that you'd like to incorporate. Start listing ones that you'd like to have. And then, because we're talking about doTERRA oils, and remember we talked about all the different ways that you can use them, aromatically, topically, internally. When you guys filled out the form and registered for this class, and you talked about different areas of concern like sleep or pain and inflammation, maybe it's, I mean, who doesn't have stress and anxiety right now, right? So list your health concerns and start getting an idea of what oils you want to have in your home. you can text me. All right. This is my cell phone, 262-930-1211, and let me know what your health concerns are. If you're more comfortable emailing me, you can send me an email or text, but let's get the conversation going so that we can really hone in and find out what is going to be best for you and your family for overall health and wellness. I love getting texts. If someone sends me a text tonight, I'll have a little special prize for you, okay? Because texts are fun. All right, so how are you going to get these doTERRA oils in your home? Okay, so you do have options on this. All right, so we've talked and educated you all about it. There's 3 ways. All right, so the first way is retail. So these oils are available at Milligers. You can kind of, if you were going to be pick and choose and kind of want 1 or 2 here and there, you can pay retail pricing. It's the most expensive way to get your oils, but we always have them available for convenience or for people who are just not sure if they're quite ready to take the leap. But through Milligers, you can actually get a wholesale account with doTERRA. So your products actually ship directly from doTERRA. And it's like signing up with Costco or Sam's Club, and you get 25% below the retail. You order what you want, when you want, whenever you want. Your items get shipped directly to your door. You don't have to sell essential oils. You don't have to spend a certain amount. There's no quotas, no requirements. And that's why I think so freely educate on this, because there's no smoke and mirrors. It's totally a great experience and a great way for you to get your oils. So you can pick your oils kind of a la carte of which oils you want, and pay a $35 membership fee. The first year it's $35. The second year or any years after that, it's only $25, and they send you a free bottle of peppermint. So it basically costs you $4.50. And then the third way is actually paying below wholesale. So when people first start with doTERRA, you can actually get what they call a starter kit. And when you get a kit, so basically doTERRA has put together what we feel are the top oils that you're going to use the most in your home. And then it waives that $35 membership fee. And because it's bundled together, you're paying below that 25% off of the retail. So you're paying below wholesale when you get your enrollment or your starter kit. Because you want to be fully equipped and ready for anything that happens in the home. So whether someone has a headache or someone has digestive issues, someone has a bee sting, someone has a burn, someone has trouble sleeping, someone has congestion, you will have all those oils right at your fingertips that you can use for so many different things. Look at lavender that we talked about. It's amazing. This is an example of you could start off with a kitchen essentials kit. This would be lemon and rosemary, on guard, peppermint, lime, lavender, cilantro, wild orange, and cinnamon bark. Those are the ones we talked about, I think, the most. That's $2.14 wholesale. Lemon is going to be, you're going to see it in every starter kit because it's a great cleanser for the body and it's a great cleanser for the home. Wild orange is probably one that we use the most in our home because it's so energizing. It's like sunshine in a bottle, and you can use it aromatically, topically, and internally. The kits that I love, the actual kits from doTERRA that includes that membership, there's a great little beginner one. It has your top 10 oils and a diffuser that has a 2-hour, a 5-hour, and a 10-hour setting, and that's $160. And it has your digestin, it has oregano in it, On Guard, Breathe, Deep Blue, Peppermint, Lemon, Lavender, frankincense, the king of oils, and tea tree, which is melaleuca. And so these are all going to be in a 5 ml size. It's a smaller little bottle. But it's a great way to kind of get started. And those are oils that you are definitely going to use. So again, this is going to cover fevers, immune support, clear skin, digestion. Lavender's for everything, and so is frankincense. Digestin is everything from the mouth to the south. Breathe is for coughing and congestion. On Guard is your immune support. and deep blue is for any kind of muscle aches and pains and stiffness. The other option that I recommend is your Healthy Essentials kit. So these bottles are triple the size of that $160 kit that we looked at. It's a big one like this. So you get triple the amount of the oil, but you're not paying triple the cost. So that's why this one's the best value, and you get a diffuser. This one has a good balance of oils for health and wellness, but also emotional support. So there's some really key oils in here, like Adaptive, that is your calming blend for stress and anxiety. That's a great one to put a drop on your mask. The same way with Balance, that is a grounding blend, being able to help to calm the emotions. And Copaiba. So Healthy Essentials it's my favorite kit. It just came out in March and I love it. So you can use all of these oils for, again, anything that comes up in the home. You now have the answers with just these 10 bottles. If you're not quite ready to make that leap, but you're like, I know I love these oils, I want to incorporate them in my home. When you get a kit, you're going to be okay, because now you'll have a wholesale account with doTERRA. You'll be able to log in and add oils on later. Okay. So you can start with something as simple as this little kit here. You get Deep Blue Rub, which is great for muscle aches and pains. Lemon, On Guard, and Serenity, that is great for sleep, and that is only $105. And then you can always add on additional items. So let's say you started with this and then you wanted to add some rosemary in there, or peppermint, or that Adaptive for calming for the emotions. We can customize a special kit for you. So when we talk about what your health concerns are, we can custom tailor a special shopping cart that has exactly what you need to get started. So that's an option. What you can expect from us when you get started with doTERRA, you get an awesome welcome packet, and you get a personal consultation from me on your health and wellness. You get access to VIP education. So we have online Zoom classes every single week that are only for our members. And then we get to be your oil girls. So we continue to support and educate and answer your questions on anything that you have. Like, we are here for you, and we're dedicated to your health and wellness naturally. This is a little, when I talk about a little welcome packet that you get, I put together, this is a little, for anyone starting with one of those starter kits, you get a free book like this. This is called The Essential Basics. So this has all of your answers in how to use your oils, and how to look up any kind of symptom, and it will tell you which oils to use. So it's a great reference book. You're going to get a free little bottle of wild orange, which is so great because that's your sunshine in a bottle. You get this little diffuser keychain that my friend Sue Van Swal made. You get a book of diffuser blends. You get some empty rollers that you can make and customize yourself, that you can work on how to make your own little roller balls, and a couple little throat drops. One is On Guard, one is Breathe, and those are so great for, like, I don't know about you, but when I wear a mask, my throat gets really dry. So I have those with me all the time. And if you text me tonight or email me and get started with one of these kits, I'll also give you a hot mess rollerball. Because a lot of people check that they're a hot mess right now. And so this one has wild orange, lavender, Balance, Serenity, and citrus bliss in it. And it works really, really well. So that is your little welcome packet that you get. And then we have this website. It's called, it's a Facebook private group. It's called The Good Earth Living. And you can just search The Good Earth Living. I'll drop the link to it in the chat when I have a chance. But it's going to be all about essential oil education. And we put a ton of, like, every week we put a different recipe in there. So if you're really into cooking, you get that option, but there's just great support there. Whether you're an existing member or you're a new member, or maybe you're not quite ready and you're not sure, you can jump on and join this, and it's just amazing education. And this is for members only, this is an example of our wellness series. So we just did Eye of Oils, Now What? This Saturday, we're going to be doing gut health is everything, back to school 2020 style. We talk about thyroid and adrenals, pain and inflammation, skin, sleep, all those things are for our members. So you get this continuous education and support. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing. I'll put the link to the Good Earth Living right there, so you can click on that Facebook group. And then, oh good, Sandy. I'm glad you like that Healthy Star Kit. I know, you're loving the oils and you're using them, right? And you go through pretty quickly. So, but the joy of it is then you can log in and you can order those oils that you're out of, and they get shipped right to you. It's pretty awesome. So, I'm assuming, Elsa, you got all the questions.
All the chat?
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, if I didn't get back to everyone, I was doing some questions privately. So,
Okay.
Just throw it out there.
Does anyone have any questions that you didn't get to ask in the actual chat?
Yeah. You can unmute yourselves, otherwise you can type it. Oh, sorry. I mean, does anybody have any like general cooking questions? I think we kind of, I mean, there's so much you can do. You just kind of have to play around with it. Just remember, you can't take out. You can put more in, but you can't take out. So a little goes a long way with essential oils. That's my biggest piece of advice when cooking. So
yeah, for sure. Do you want to pick some door prizes?
Sure. How many do we have?
I have 2 immune support rollers.
All right. Okay. So how I do this is I write down names, and then if you've chatted, and then I randomly just pick on my list. So hold on. I make sure I got most people on. Okay. Where's my pen? Okay. All right. Ready?
Yeah.